Welcome into the Mailbag. I am joined by Johnny Eyes, John Eisenberg, stepping in for Garrett Downing. And as always, got lots of questions this week. So John, let's kick it off. First question comes from Ryan Bratton, and the question is, which player has the most to prove in training camp?
That's an interesting question. It's not a short list. I would go with Hayden Hurst, I think, last year's first-round draft pick. Much was expected. An injury in training camp last year impacted his whole rookie season. It came to an end. It wasn't the level he wanted. It wasn't the level the team wanted. He's now healthy. He's put on weight. He looks bad. He looks bad.
In a good way.
In a very good way. And it's like, I think a lot is expected from him this year, and the Ravens are anxious to see that on the field, and so is Hayden.
Yeah, I agree. Tight ends are going to be a pivotal piece of this offense. I'll throw another name out there. It's another first-round draft pick, and that's Hollywood Brown. The Ravens are going to need some explosion out of their wide receivers. You have Willie Snead, you have Chris Moore as two established guys who could very well be the starters. But Hollywood Brown could be the straw that stirs the drink in terms of bringing that big playability to open up this entire offense, allow that run game to keep working. We obviously haven't seen him on the field yet because of the Lisfranc foot injury. So he's going to need to get on the field and learn in a hurry because these wide receivers, this is a tough transition. So he's going to have to pick it up like this to make an instant impact. Second question comes from Patrick Nicholas, and the question is, who will lead the Ravens in sacks this season?
That's a big question. The pass rush is obviously, I think, just about the biggest question on this team. I mean, they're down some top guys from last year, and there's been a lot of effort on rebuilding that. I would certainly go with the top returning sacker is Matthew Judon, and I think that's certainly, he's set up to be the guy. I think he had 7 sacks last year, 19 in 3 years. He's becoming a consistent performer. I think and he might be ready for a breakout season. If it's
double-digit sacks.
Double digits. I think it's very possible. The Ravens certainly going to need more than that. I mean, Shane Ray is a newcomer. He's a veteran player with some potential that knows his way around the football field.
He had 8 sacks in 2016, so he's done it. Injuries have held him back the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, if he's healthy, he could be interesting. Tim Williams, of course, no question he has the talent. So there's a lot of pieces, moving pieces in that pass rush. However, I think Matthew Judon is going to be the main guy.
Yeah, I think there's more ifs. You know, if Shane Ray can be healthy, if Tim Williams can kind of live up to the talent potential. Judon's proven he can do it, and I think the ceiling, there's still room for him to grow there. Last question comes from Harry Witten, and the question is, can you give us an update on Michael Pierce? How is his training going? Well, this is obviously a big one after what happened in minicamp, and I do have a little bit of an update. A lot of players, almost all the players left for this break before training camp. In the days after minicamp ended, I was walking down the cafeteria and I happened to see Michael Pierce walking to what looked to be an individual workout. A lot of players go home and they go to gyms and whatnot. It looked to me, at least right after minicamp ended, that Michael Pierce stayed in town and was working out in the Ravens gym by himself. So that guy, I think, is determined to get in better shape, and I expect that he will.
I would say if that wasn't a wake-up call, you can't be woken up. So, I'm pretty sure that, and he's a sharp guy and he wants to play well. So I would be surprised if he's not really dealing with this.
Yeah, I bet he comes back from training camp in much better shape.
I think so.
But that's it for us this week in Mailbag. As always, don't forget to submit your questions and we'll be back with you next week.